Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we are back opening up the newest set in the Pokemon TCG, Journey Together. I'm very excited to open this. I participated in a few pre-releases to be able to open some packs early, of course, and those were a lot of fun. I ended up opening and getting a few decent pulls from there, so I was very happy with that. And then as usual, I always open up one box from my booster box case on my own just to see what I can get and just to kind of be able to enjoy it in my own time. And hopefully I'll have the picture for you guys up here, but it wasn't too bad. We did end up pulling a gold spiky energy, which, you know, wasn't one of the hits I was hoping for, but right now we don't know what the pull rates are looking like. We're seeing that they are pretty good, so I mean, we'll see how the case fares for us. As far as recently, if you guys have paid attention to my booster box case openings, although I suppose it's been a while since I've uploaded anything on them, at least for the last few sets, it's been pretty even as far as, like, typically you're getting about 3 cards from the SIRs and gold cards combined, sometimes 4, or I even believe, or I think I've been getting about, 4-ish. And then I think for Surging Sparks, I may have gotten 5 hits. So I think it was 3 SIRs and 2 golds or something like that. So I don't know if Journey Together will be any different, but I'm very excited to get into it. So of course, with these booster boxes, there's a new thing here, and that is that they have a promo card included. So it's very awesome to see, and we'll get into that now just so you guys can see what it looks like. So yeah, this is the box right here, and then if we open it up, we have the box topper sitting right on top, or they call it just, it's an enhanced box with a promo card in there, but basically, and a lot of other, I don't know actually if they do call this a box topper. I mean, I don't see anything in particular mentioning it, or if it was in the description when buying these, but yeah, in sports, and I believe there are other TCGs as well, but yeah, these are called box toppers basically. So a lot of times for some other TCGs, it'd be like random what you get, but for these in particular, all of them came with this Reshiram promo. Now, of course, because it does come in a booster box, it is going to be a bit valuable as well. I don't know what the price is looking like right now, but it is a very beautiful one. And honestly, I think we may end up having to give one away. We'll see. I mean, the fact I'm going to be getting more than one, I think it's, it's only right. So, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into this 36 packs of Journey Together. Very fun set to open. Not too many crazy cards in here. If you guys have kind of seen the lists of what is going to be in this set, you have 6 SIRs and 3 gold cards, along with, some, I forget how many, it's like 10 or 12 illustrations, maybe 13, and about the same amount of full art. So yeah, this is one of the smaller sets, and typically, something that I've kind of noticed, it seems to be a pattern where when they're doing these sets, typically you're going to have one big set, you're going to have one small set like this, then you'll have the next set that'll end up being bigger. You may end up having a third even bigger set, but typically it ends up being the third set is like a special set. So we kind of saw that with Stellar Crown. It had only a few SIRs and golds, and then you had Surging Sparks, which had a lot more, and of course being a more valuable set. And then after that, you ended up having Prismatic Evolutions, which was a special set. And I think we're getting it the same way with Journey Together first. Then we have Destined Rivals after this, which is incredibly massive. And then after that, I'm sure, or at least I have a feeling we're going to get the special set. So, but let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. And something I will say as well, by the way, is I did end up getting a new light. It's not too bad. Let's zoom out a little bit more maybe. But yeah, it's not too bad. But, I did end up getting a different light. And it just has to wait to get shipped. So hopefully they all turn out to be pretty good, but we'll see. But as of now, we have what we have, but reverse Shelgon, reverse Skwovet, and a holo Noivern to start us off with. I will say that Noivern definitely was big during pre-release. If you guys played pre-release, you would know that, Noivern, because of its ability, if you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, you don't need to have any energy, and for it being a stage 1, you're able to evolve and attack basically for free as long as you can match your opponent's hand size, which wasn't too hard. Obviously, if I ended up having to draw a little more, that kind of changes things, but yeah, a lot of the time I never really had any kind of trouble with it, so yeah, it was a crazy thing. I played in 3 pre-releases though, so not too many, but yeah, 3 pre-releases, and I think I went 2-1 in all of them actually. I think I started off 2-0 in my first one, and then lost I was like 1-0, then lost, and then won, and then I believe that happened with all 3, so kind of crazy. Like, lost my second matchup every time, but still, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it, especially being with friends, being able to open stuff. Ends Reshiram there, the regular version. It's honestly a pretty interesting card there. It does 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Now, it is a fire and a lightning, but it still seems pretty interesting, and I think there are certain Pokemon that are probably going to be playing it. The only issue is with something like this. I mean, 130 HP to try to build up damage counters isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Obviously, Regidrago, I'm sure, would have loved a card like this, but yeah, we are past that now because this set introduces actually rotation. So for the Pokemon TCG, if you guys don't know about the competitive side of it, basically it's usually every year around the same time, they will rotate a set out, or they will rotate, certain sets out, meaning that like this little block here, so this says I now, certain letters get rotated out and are not able to be in competitive anymore, so you can't use them in the standard format. And pretty much at this point, anything that had a yellow border, so basically anything Sword and Shield era and prior, they're all gone. So it is what it is, but now we're going to see the game change and see how it goes. Obviously, Japan's had it for a bit, so... Ooh, and Hops Snorlax, it's a pretty good one there. Haven't really hit anything yet, but Hops Snorlax is actually pretty good. Attacks used by your Hops Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active. The whole premise we were seeing with Hops deck when it first came out, basically, and even now, has basically been that, like, you can use the Snorlax, you have some different tool cards and everything, and the Stadium as well, that basically help, its Hops Pokemon do a ton of damage, whether it's smaller Pokemon able to do pretty sizable damage, or you have, like, Zacian, who can do quite a lot more damage when you get everything stacked up and going. But part of that's the issue, is trying to get it stacked up and going, to get the Snorlax out, to get the Stadium out, to get the tool out, and get everything going. It can be a little bit, but yeah, as of now, we haven't really seen it do too well. It's been okay from what I've seen, but I don't know if it's something that I may look to play or not. But of course, I'm sticking on my Goldengo, so we'll see. Lavencia, and our first hit, the Dunsparce EX. This, I believe, is a new hit for me, although may have had the full art, I forget. But yeah, this is a card that was actually being played in Goldengo as well, along with the regular Dunsparce. Yeah, 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX in play. Most decks are playing quite a bit, but I think, there's still a lot of decks that are playing some one prizers mixed in here and there for obvious reasons. So I think that's kind of why that, isn't going to be doing too well. I believe there's a Zoroark, I forget from which set, but Zoroark has a similar effect. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see, what ends up happening. As far as me and Goldengo go, I know that I've kind of been looking at Dango Dragapult, and I ended up winning a cup with it, although I'm not feeling great about it. Like, the way the cup went was not exactly the best thing. I won, a win's a win, but still, it is what it is. Oh, and then Lillie's Rabombi. So Lillie's Rabombi, very lovely card. I really like it a lot. For playability, it seems pretty interesting. It's got an interesting ability there, but I don't think I've seen it too much in decks, but I haven't looked much into any decks with Lillie's Pokemon in it, besides, of course, seeing Lillie's Clefairy around quite often because of its ability to basically tear through Dragon-type Pokemon. And so I know a lot of people are playing it because of that, but not many of the other Lillie's Pokemon are being played as of now. So we'll see. Maybe Lillie's Rabombi will come through in some kind of deck, and then we'll see something make a return, something crazy. But yeah, Wailmer. Oh, we do have a Wailord in here, actually. I forgot about that, which is a very sick illustration rare. But we pulled a few good ones so far, and I'm pretty happy with what we've been able to get so far. We got Maractus and Ludicolo. This one's interesting as well. All your Pokemon in play get 40 HP. So, but yeah, so far, only one hit. It's a little bit slow on this box, and that's okay. Don't mind it too much. I really like this Dunsparce, by the way. Switches one of bench Pokemon, so not a crazy attack there. I believe there's one that's like basically a Call for Family ability. It may be called Call for Family, or it's like something similar, but it works basically the same way. It's pretty interesting. Piloswine and Tyranitar. Excuse me. I haven't really played the TCG too long. It's almost coming up on 2 years, surprisingly. But yeah, I mean, for as long as I've been playing and kind of been paying attention, like, just in any card game, the way people build decks is like absolutely insane. There's some people that just do some amazing things, and I'm very envious of that. But Magearna. All right, let's just start getting through now. I feel like I'm taking a little bit slow. I mean, it is the first time opening this set on camera, but I'm very excited. We got Ens Joltik, which is very lovely there. Yeah, a lot of the trainer Pokemon in here, people have said it's like really not great. Obviously, we were starting to see Destined Rivals cards, and Team Rocket is looking very, very good, both for playability, but as well as just collectability. I'm sure once we see the SIRs and IRs, it'll be crazy. Ooh, we got Among Us, though. Nothing special there, but it is an EX, so another hit there. Our second hit, so pretty good. Just got to keep the ball rolling a little bit. I think we're about, 9 or 10 packs in, something like that, so a little over a quarter of the way through. But if we can get some pretty decent stuff here, that'd be awesome. And Lycanroc, very, very nice. That is a beautiful card. I love that so much. Oh my lord. Honestly, like, they have just done so well in these arts. I love these. You know, since they've been doing these SIRs and IRs and stuff, like, it has been such a game changer, and I'm so happy that they've decided to do these, like, showing off some incredible art. I love it so much. And we have a Whale Lord, which I love that art as well, honestly, but the illustration rare is very good, so hopefully we can pull that. So very cool there, but moving right along. Like I said, I don't know what the hits are looking like from here, but hopefully we do get at least a couple of major hits throughout our case. That way we can, not have to spend too much to try to complete the set. But I think we're already seeing, like, when I've seen the prices of this set and the individual cards pre-release, they're high, but I really don't know how much they will hold their value, but then B, compared to where cases are now, how much they'll really matter. The reason I say that is because it's kind of similar to Obsidian Flames, where, buying a case, even at least back then, you're only spending about $600 to $650, somewhere around there. So just a little over $100 a box, which really isn't bad, especially back then. Or even now, obviously, it would be great, but you're spending that much. But when the set itself typically costs less than a booster box case at the time, that's when it gets a little bit, like, worrisome for people like, myself, who open up a case. It's like, is it really worth it to open up a case to try to get all these, or just buy singles? And Obsidian Flames was one where the entire set was like worth half the value of a case, which is crazy, but it's different. Oh my lord. Pardon the interruption, but this is definitely worth it. Iris's Fighting Spirit, very, very happy to see that. This was a full art trainer I was really, really hoping for, and very glad we got it. One of my favorite trainers, and I was honestly hoping as well, because if you guys don't know, Iris has her own full art trainer. I believe the only other one that I'm at least aware of is in a black and white, I believe. It's a very valuable card, and a friend of mine who has been collecting for quite a while, he had it. I remember I wanted to buy it off him. He's like, yeah, I'm not selling it. And I'm like, oh no, I absolutely get it. But, I've never been able to buy it, and I mean, this is obviously a good choice for it as well. So I'm very happy to see her. And the card is pretty decent, could be better centering, but I would love to probably grade this, and we'll see what we can do. But that is a very awesome hit, so very, very happy with that. And I know my boy Steela would be as well. But moving right along, Lillie and her Clefairy. Can we pull Lillie's Clefairy in here? Whether it's the full art, which we already have, which isn't too big of a deal, and Sigalith, Billy, and Onair. Yeah, but I mean, if we could pull her, and the special illustration rare would be huge, and Zoroark would also be a very nice one, and Clink and Regirock. And I believe we have 4 more packs on this side, so let's go ahead and rip into it and just get through it. I believe Mamoswine I know is in this set as well, but yeah, I mean, it's a very crazy card. Meowscarada. All right, finally got the window closed, so I'm really hoping because they started shooting off fireworks, and I'm like, it's the middle of the day. What are we doing? I don't know. People are going to do whatever. But, ooh, that coughing looks disgusting. But it is awesome art. That is so cool. I like that. Shuppet, Maractus, Toadscroll, Enstar Manitan. We got Hop's Choice Band. Oh my god, yes, let's go. Let's go. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh. One of, if not the biggest hit of the set, Lillie's Clefairy. That is incredible. I cannot believe that. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that is insane. And a Metagross there, but sorry, Metagross, you gotta move to the side, buddy. I am sleeving her up right away. What an amazing card. Wow, wow, wow. I am so happy to see that. That is incredible. Oof, probably not grade worthy. The centering is a fair bit off, but again, I don't care. I'm happy I was able to pull it. Absolutely incredible and such a beautiful card. I will say it over and over just because, I mean, I feel like I have to, but like the art that these people make for these IRs and SIRs is phenomenal, and even for Pocket as well. And I would love to see those in real life, but please, like, I'm so happy that people are starting to acknowledge the artists more specifically, but man, they make some incredible stuff. Like, you know, I'm starting to see them on like Twitter as well. People are finding their Twitters and everything and like retweeting them and stuff. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. I've never thought to, you know, follow them. But hey, if I can follow them on Twitter, absolutely, because they just make some incredible stuff. Of course, we got Komiya here, a very well-known artist that makes some incredible artwork. But yeah, I mean, I love it a lot. So that is awesome. We got Reverse Parasect and Ends Reshiram. Man, I'm still living off that high of the Clefairy. That is incredible. And this is the last pack of the first half of this box. So gonna rip through it and see what else we got. Like I said, I don't know what the hits and the pull ratios, whatever, are looking like for this, but we will probably be opening up another box or so for a video, like another video, and then from there we will be doing an Is One Case video, because I think that'll be something, of course, you know, some people still want to see, but I really enjoy doing them. I think it's something fun to kind of look at and just kind of get an idea to see. And again, it's not always like, oh, I've got to get a case for this, that, and the other, or these pull rates are always going to be 100% true to life. But you know, it's something that I really wanted to start doing, because I thought it was kind of fun to just see Is One Case haul takes, you know. But I will say with this set, something that I've seen from some other people, they're like, oh, I've opened up like one booster box, couple ETBs, couple other things, and they're like, yeah, mostly, you know, SIRs and IRs and stuff, they're like pretty close to get a master set already. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy if that's all you needed. Ooh, Tapu Koko. And yeah, so also I didn't know if I mentioned it for the pack or two probably now previously, but yeah, we're in the second half of the case here, or the box rather. So I mean, if we can pull something, oh, I think Brock has a full art if I'm not mistaken, right? We got another Lillie's Rabambi. All right, kind of adjusted the camera a little more just because I see the cards kind of peeking, getting in the way. I had a plan, and I really do need to figure that out again, or at least, you know, go through with it. But having a plan to, when I'm doing my openings, how to keep the cards more organized when I'm like putting them off to the side. Oh, I skipped a couple cards, but Noibat, which very lovely. Who's the artist on that one? Oh, it's So-So or Sao. I believe it's So-So, but very sick art. I've seen their art around before. I forget what else they did though, and I apologize, but Noibat is such a beautiful card. Just another one of these illustration rares that, you know, I know a lot of people are, you know, going after because it's so amazing. I love the colors. I love the style. I just love everything about it. So very awesome. So that is a very nice card there. Ooh, and a Butterfree. So there's the holo. I know Butterfree was looking like an interesting card as well, because for Slowking, because Slowking was kind of an interesting card for people to play. Or Slowking was an interesting deck to play. And, you know, of course, it's trying to always look for what Pokemon can it throw in there for a good, you know, a good matchup. And that was one of them. It seemed kind of interesting, but I don't know. It's nothing crazy. Another Hop Snorlax, though. Always happy to pull more of the Hop cards there, so we could potentially build something and play with it, so we'll see. But yeah, we're just going to start speeding through a little bit of these cards now that we're starting to see more and more of them this second half. Come on, what do we got in here? Ooh, I'm pulling a little too fast. Got to slow down a little bit. A Alolan Marowak is in here? That is interesting, and that is a sick art. Oh, what an interesting first attack. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 90 more damage. Okay. Got Brock's Scouting, Reverse Wailmer, Reverse Darmanitan. Ooh, and an Ends Zoroark EX. That is good for the end deck, so I know that will be popular as well. I don't know. I mean, it seems to be doing okay. Just another one of those things where it's not terrible, but, you know, you're still seeing it kind of low in the totem pole when it comes to other decks. It's just on the competitive side, the trainer cards have not looked too hot. But for the art and everything, and just for the idea of bringing back trainer Pokemon, I think it was an awesome idea that they did that. And I think that, you know, obviously it's very popular to the point that these cards are, or the set rather, is priced so high, and the cards as well. But for the most part, a lot of it is just the set itself. Trying to get product is so high in demand, which if you haven't seen, I mean, a lot of stores are starting to take action. Right now, we are seeing, I know Best Buy is doing a thing where basically you're only able to go in store to buy product. So basically you can't buy it online and have it for pickup or whatever. You got to go in store. They're having it online, just like a lot of other stores have done, like GameStop and everything, to do that. I believe Target was doing it forever as well. But even Target now, I saw pictures stating that like the cards were going to be a customer service and it was 2 per household. And I was like, that is awesome that they're doing that. Got a Combuskin there and a Noivern. I forgot Blaziken's in here actually, so that is pretty cool. Obviously, it kind of sucks because part of it too is like, well, how can you tell friend from family? And then also it's like, well, if you have a brother who wants to get more stuff, like it's kind of unfair that it's like, I get it, you know, you're trying to have people or deter people from abusing the system. Like, you know, my friend and his brother both collect. So it's like, it's a little bit unfair, but I don't know. You have to figure out something. Ooh, and Mamoswine. I was talking about this earlier. I think I said it was insane, and not to say it was an insane card as far as the competitive side. It kind of, I mean, it's pretty interesting for sure. It's 40 damage for each stage 2 Pokemon on your bench, so it can do quite a bit of damage for just 2 energy. But I just meant more so the full art, which is what we're seeing here. Like, I love the design. It looks freaking beautiful. This looks so sick. So that is a really awesome one. This is probably like the best box that I've opened. I say the best box as if I've opened up more than one, but I mean, for Journey Together, obviously this has been way better than the first box. So very happy to see the Lillie's Clefairy in there. And of course, very happy to see these, you know, full arts and some of these illustrationers and they're like the Noibat and stuff. It's been absolutely awesome. So see what else we got here though. Ooh, and the Blaziken EX, as I was talking about it. It's an interesting card that people have talked about seeing having a little bit of play. I think maybe more so for the ability. Again, it's a stage 2, but it is still kind of cool and it's one of the older starters, so it's pretty nice to see that. But I know people would not rather see, but I know people also want to see some of the other starters, like Sceptile's one that we haven't seen in a while. I feel like I'm really trying to think of other starters that we haven't seen for a while. I feel like Empoleon we haven't seen for a bit. I suppose it was in Battle Styles, but yeah, I feel like just Sceptile, like we haven't seen in a while. And I only say that because I know a friend of mine, or you know, my friend, he is very much into Sceptile, and so maybe it'll come back with Megas because we'll get Mega Sceptile EX, who knows. But yeah, ooh, a Hops a double, very nice card there. So yeah, very, very nice card for Hops deck there. Honestly, it could be used for other stuff as well. Like you can imagine, like if you throw maybe just a 1/1 of those, or even a 2/2 if you really want to do that, or like a 1/2 or something, it could be pretty useful. So, but yeah, I mean, we got Ends PP up. Everyone was like, there's no way they're going to keep the name for that, right? Nope, they kept it. I mean, I don't know, Ludicolo. Everybody has the jokes. Everybody laughs on that. I mean, it's a good card though too. So to be fair, it's like you are going to see it a lot, but you know, we'll see. We got Cramorant though. We do have Hops Cramorant as well, which is a different one that's a way better than this this Cramorant here that we just saw. We got Ends PP up again, Torchic, Lillie's Comfy, and Lillie's Rabombi. There was a cool thing too about a month or so ago. I think when Battle Partners released in Japan, they actually released keychains of all of the did I just see? Oh, okay. I thought I like spoiled something for myself. I thought I saw a gold card. I was like, oh no. Maybe it was just the Togedemaru, but they had keychains on the Japan Pokemon Center where it was all of the things. It was like the PP up, the carbon, like all those things, and it was so cool. And they sold out so quickly. It was like the whole set. I was really wishing to be able to get them, but it's okay. Yeah, I will say if you guys haven't, like, definitely take a look at the Japan Pokemon Center. They put out some awesome stuff that we don't really get here. Obviously, it's even harder to get stuff there because, you know, they even have a queue system and everything, but of course everybody's lining up to try to get some stuff from there, just like the Pokemon Center, which when I saw what happened with Distant Rivals, it was very, very rough, and it really sucked. So hopefully though things get better for, you know, for all the collectors. Ooh, and hey, the Lillie's Clefairy EX, the regular version. It's nice to have that, of course, for the playability side, because I know I'm not playing with that other one, that's for sure. But yeah, it's you know, a lot of stuff comes out over there, and there's some amazing things. Now we're even seeing the Team Rocket's like suitcase. They actually used to have one before that I saw opened by Max Mofo, and it was incredible. And now, you know, we're going to get something kind of similar. Whether it has promos or not, I don't know. But I know the last one did. I really wanted those, but the promos are incredibly expensive. And Ends Reshiram, that is obviously going to go into the binder, but hey, we got an Ends Reshiram that is for the set itself. No stamp, no nothing there, but that is very sick. I do kind of like it without the stamp. It's just nice to be able to see the clean artwork. At the same time, though, we know that with the stamp, it is a, it's a special version of it. The stamp is always a thing, same with, when you're getting like staff promos and whatever the case is, right? Those are always going to hold a bit more value and stuff, and they're going to be a little more special, but yeah. And then we got a Hollow Magmortar. But yeah, that is a very, very awesome card. And we are down to our last 2 packs, by the way. I've been talking a little bit, so hopefully it hasn't been too annoying or anything. I don't know kind of what it's been. I've kind of been kind of going through quite a bit here these last few weeks, and so things are hopefully going to look up here. But we got Ends, Purloin, Togedemaru, and Meowscarada, which is pretty cool, by the way. And once per turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active. And then for 2 colorless, I can do 180, which it can also knock out a Charizard, which it does. Like, I feel like it's a saying at this point. Can it knock out a Charizard? It's like, do you play it just to knock out a Charizard with 1 shot? I don't know, but it's crazy. But our last pack here, if we get anything else crazy, that would be crazy. But we've done pretty well, I feel like. We got Greedent, Squawkabilly, Noibat, and a Hollow Ends Reshiram to end the whole thing off. All right, so going over the hits for this box. Honestly, too, as I was trying to kind of sort them in the right order, it was kind of interesting. They felt a little bit thicker, like the cardstock did. I don't know if that's just me or if maybe it was just some of the EXs, but it kind of felt a little bit, thicker. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so we got some pretty good EXs here. We got Enzorark, which was nice there, Blaziken, Lillie's Clefairy, which was pretty good. And then on our full arts, we have Mamoswine, which is a really, really lovely looking full art there, and Iris's Fighting Spirit, so I'm very happy with that. And then our illustration rares, we got Noibat, Lycanroc, and Ends Reshiram. So 3 very sick illustration rares for the set. So very happy with that. So we had 7 EXs, 2 full arts, and 3 illustration rares on top of an incredibly beautiful special illustration rare, Lillie's Clefairy. So I cannot believe we pulled that still and on camera, which is awesome. Usually feel like my on-camera luck isn't the greatest, but we just did some work, so I am very happy for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I may be opening up another box here. Of course, we have the Pokemon Center ETB to open as well and all that stuff, but hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Hopefully if you guys are opening up some Journey Together, you guys have some good luck there. And if not, if you're looking to buy some, hopefully you guys have some good luck in getting some when it releases. And, you're not going to have to fight people for it. That is like the biggest thing that I'm hoping for, is people don't have to fight over these sets. But I will say one last thing is that if you guys do want to enter in on the giveaway, we will be giving away the Ends Reshiram promo from the booster box. So this will be over, of course, on X. So if you guys want to go ahead and make sure, link will be down in the description for that. I will be getting better at trying to make the link for that, by the way, because I feel like I'm sometimes delayed in that, but I will make sure to be on top of it this time. So don't worry. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.